today we met a really interesting man. And he had an interesting outlook on the love, on how mm, there are different types of love between men and women. And he talked about the three different types. There's one that the mother's love, there's the father's love, and then there's the fisherman's love. And each love is different. And I, I think he was talking about the receiving of love. I'm not really sure in why he shared that story with us, but I just found it so fascinating and so interesting, the distinctions between different types of love. I guess he was saying that everybody looks for a specific kind of a love, and then there are different kinds of love. Because if I ask you, what does love mean to you? You might say one thing, and then Leah might say another thing. I might say the third thing, and then there's other 64 different views on what love is. But then he said that it breaks down into three. And yeah, it was very insightful, I would say. Uh, so, did Ardelia, you want to share what he said?
I'll try to share as much as I remember. But I think what struck me the most is that how deeply he understood that woman's love, the motherly love, is the the one that's really unconditional. He said, nobody can love the way the mother can. And he said, and you can watch it when you watch a baby. A baby poops and a baby vomits, and the mom is just, yeah, she's just out there and she doesn't expect anything from the baby. She just gives, gives, gives. And that's what her whole life is all about. Is she gives, she puts everything into the baby. She goes out and finds the formula right now with the shortest of formula in the whole America, apparently. Like the moms are reaching out to other moms on Facebook groups and saying, hey, I can feed your baby, I can donate my breast milk and so on. Moms do that,
Wow.
right? They're and they don't want anything in return from the baby. Um, but that's during just the baby stage. And then he said, and there's the dad love, and the dad love is um, already conditional. He said most of the time dads love when the baby starts talking back, when it's a toddler, right? Because they're looking for that feedback. Men, and I think what he was trying to say is that men love for feedback. They give us the love and then they look back, what is it that we're doing in return? And then the one that I didn't really get so much was the fisherman's love, because that's the kind of love where he said you only catch the fish for the sake of either eating or for receiving the pleasure of catching and then releasing.
I think I know about fish. I didn't hear it with the guy he said, but I remember I heard the story. Somebody was like asking, "What do you eat? What do you have?" He said, "Fish." "Why do you have a fish?" "Because I love fish." He goes, "Oh, very interesting. You catch the fish, you kill the fish, and now you eating that you call as love."
You call that love?
Let's go love, yes.
So I was quite struck by his understanding that a woman's love is very different than a man's love. And yeah, that's what's really stood out to me, which
Mhm.
is true. Yeah.
And that everybody is looking for that unconditional love and unconditional acceptance. And um, I guess it's like just the motherly love is that love that everybody's looking for. Well, you don't want the real love is that when you don't want anything in return and you're doing it just to do it, to give it. So you give love without wanting to receive it back. That's the unconditional love that everyone is looking for, the pure, full acceptance.
Yeah, I feel like I love my man unconditionally. I love him, but like as long as he, as long as he loves me back.
No.
And just have one condition. Oh wait, that's
Oh,
how
wait.
it goes, right?
Yes.
We're talking about drama.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
On the movie. I mean,
I was just joking.
I know.
Yes. So is she. It's joke.
Uh,
And every joke is a little joke, and most of that truth, right? Like how to say,
yes,
but it's true.
just like that. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Every joke has a little bit of joke. The rest is truth. And that's, I feel like that's the way we've been raised.
Oh,
Like, I don't know about you, but when I was little, I heard, it's like, well, if you don't do this,
Yeah.
don't even come talk to me.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Oh.
you're going to spend the rest of the time with, in your room without spending time with us. Yeah,
Mhm.
so in a way, where we were growing up, our society already from childhood was training us that love is conditional. That you had to do something to be able to be with a family. You had to do something to get a hug. You had
To
to
be
do
loved.
something to get affection.
Yeah. Even he was saying how the children also love you conditionally
Mm,
because you got to do something for them and then they love you.
yes. Yes.
And like if you go to the store and you
Mhm.
buy them something, like you buy a toy, then they love you. Oh my God, you're the best parent in the world now that you bought me this. And if you don't buy them, then I
You
don't
don't
love
love
you.
me. You don't love me. They say.
Yes, yes, yes. It's so interesting. Wow. Oh, it's like blowing my mind right here, right now.
This thing.
uh, okay, okay. Anything else? Do you have anything, Gazelle, to add to this?
I mean, so it's a different. What I understand, this is different type of love, right? And how to can we do something about that, or just be aware, or
I
how does
think
it
it's the awareness really is the kind of love that we are giving. Because what he was saying is that everyone is looking for that unconditional love. That is the real love, the true love that we are, I guess, carry, that we're capable of.
So
I
what we
got
can
it.
do about that? What do we have to do something, or just make a distinction maybe, or just love it just because? Where? How? Girls? How?
How? How?
I think what he was saying is that everybody's looking for the kind of love that a mom gives to her baby.
Yes.
I think that's what he was saying. I just saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only unconditional love, is the way mom loves her baby. Can everybody learn to love the way mom loves her baby?
And can men love like that?
That's a good question.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Huh? Huh? Well, since we're all women here, well, we can speak for each other, for ourselves, right? And we can reach out to women out there and I guess just reinforce that the men out there are looking for unconditional love, to be loved like you love your little baby without wanting anything in return. Uh, and another thing I noticed that, and I was sharing this with my man the other day, is that it happened quite recently, but I've noticed that the more I give love, the more I get filled with love.
Mm,
And so, in the way, I'm kind of being selfish about it.
we all.
I give it because it fills me up right away. So, there you have it.
Actually, win-win.
It's a
Right.
win win. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes.
It's also a balance. Like, when if you take like a jar, a glass jar, you tilt it, like it immediately balances itself out in the jar. Like as you spill it out, right? Like it goes in until it finds the balance. Everything is balance.
Mhm.
So as soon as you give away love, it fills you in,
Mhm.
ready to receive. Can't hold
Wow.
that love to yourself, Mine.
Yes. Yes. And yes. Oh my God. We could talk about this forever, because I could see how that could be expanded into how we withhold a lot of things, right? And that's why it's not filling us up, because we're holding it. But as soon as we give it away, it has a chance to fill us again with whatever it is that we want. Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing, ladies. And thank you so much for listening, listeners. If you want to know a little bit more about this, or if you want to know how to give unconditional love, you can reach out to us and we will love on you. So you can get the taste. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And thank you, ladies, for being here and for sharing. See everyone next time. Bye bye.